Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. So this is set 1 of 5 good problems on the topic of simplifying exponents. So where I will solve relatively harder problems in simplifying a given complex expression based on exponents. I have already solved 4 sets of 5 good problems on exponential equation where you have to solve for an unknown from a given equation based on exponents. If you have not watched those 4 sets of videos, then I strongly request that you please watch those videos as well. So this video is part of the playlist Maths 8 Hot. HOT Hot stands for High Order Thinking, where I come up with relatively harder problems from the topics or chapters as and when they are completed from in the other playlist, that is CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving 5 good problems of set 1 on the topic of simplifying exponents. Okay, so I have the set of 5 problems on the left hand side. There are 5 problems. Each of the questions are multiple choice questions. There are four choices where only one choice will be correct. Ideally, you should be able to solve these 5 questions in 30 minutes. That is taking 6 minutes per question. Based on my understanding and knowledge, I will solve each question in my way, in my method. But please note that there could be many ways or methods in solving a problem. Please stick to the method that is most comfortable and understandable to you. If you have a better solution than mine, that is perfectly fine. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start solving the problems. Question number 1, it says that evaluate a to the power n where a is equal to 2 and n is equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square by 2. Okay, so we have to finally, a is 2 and what is n? N is given as 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square divided by 2, and we have to find what is a to the power n. We have to find this value. We know base a is 2 and n we have to evaluate from this expression, that is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square by 2. Okay, so you can, since 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square is only 3 numbers, and the squares and the square of these numbers will be relatively small, you can easily find, you can easily compute the value of n. So this will be equal to 1 plus 4 plus 9 by 2. This is 14 by 2, and this is equal to 7. So now we have to find a to the power n. A to the power n becomes 2 to the power 7. Now 2 to the power 7, what is 2 to the power 7? You can break it down like this. So 2 to the power 7 is 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 2 to the power 3. And we know that 2 to the power 4, some powers of 2 you must be well aware of, like 2 square, 2 cube, 2 to the power 4, or even 2 to the power 5. At least up to 10, 2 to the power 10, 2 to the power 10 you must know. Okay, so 2 to the power 4 is 16, and 2 to the power 8 is 2 to the power 3 is 8. So 16 into 8 is 128. So the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. So this was relatively easy. Okay, let's see question number 2. the value of we have to evaluate, find the value of 21 square minus 15 square, this whole raised to the power 4 by 3. Now, whenever you have to evaluate this kind of expression where the base is in the form a square minus b square, always use the formula a square minus b square. You know there is an algebraic identity. This is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. The easiest way to find the a square minus b square is using the formula a minus b multiplied by a plus b. Please do not try to find the square of a, square of b, and then subtract the value of b square from a square. It will be time consuming if a and b are relatively large. Okay, so this becomes using the formula a square minus b square is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. This becomes 21 minus 15 multiplied by 21 plus 15, and this whole raised to the power we have 4 by 3. So this is equal to 21 minus 15 is 6. 6 multiplied by 21 plus 15 is 36. 36. So this whole raised to the power 4 by 3. Okay. Now it is very essential, if it is very important to see what are the choices, what are the formats of the choices. Okay. Now see, the choices are, if you notice, all the choices are in the exponential form with base either 1296 or 6. The choice B and C are in the exponential form having base 1296, and the choices A and D are in the exponential form with base you can say 6. Okay. Now what is this? The choice D is fourth power of cube root of 6. Okay. Now let's try to convert the base 6 multiplied by 36. Let's try to convert this whole into exponential form with base 6. So this will be, we know 36 is 6 square. This multiplied, this whole raised to the power 4 by 3. So this becomes 6 cube whole raised to the power 4 by 3. This actually becomes 6. If I try to evaluate this expression into a single number, then this will be 6 raised to the power 3 multiplied by 4 by 3. We applied the laws of the laws of exponents, that x to the power m, this whole raised to the power n is equal to x to the power m into n. So this becomes 6 to the power 4. Now we have to check whether 6 to the power 4 is 1296 or not. If it is so, then choice B will be the correct answer. What is 6 to the power 4? 6, so this is 6 square whole raised to the power 2. So this is 36 square. Now what is 36 square? 36 multiplied by 36, let's quickly check. 36 1 10. So as you can see clearly, this is equal to 1296. So the correct choice is B. The correct choice is B. Just for the sake of discussion, please note that let's see what are the choices given. The choice A is 36 multiplied by cube root of 6. So this is 36 multiplied by cube root of 6. Cube root of 6 is a radical term, is a radical expression. So this is nothing but 36 can be written as 6 square. And what is cube root of 6? Cube root of 6 is nothing but 6 to the power 1 by 3. You applying the concept of nth root. this is nth root of x. This is nothing but x to the power 1 by n, where obviously n has to be a positive integer. So what will be this now? So this is 6, this will be 6. If we add up the powers, this will be 6 to the power 2 plus 1 by 3, which is equal to 6 to the power 7 by 3. This will not be a integer, this will not be a natural number, but we can clearly see that the result after evaluating the given expression, we found it will be 1296. Okay, so I'm just explaining how, what will be the other, what are the other choices given. I'm trying to convert the radical terms in the other choices into exponential form. So what will be similarly, choice B given is cube root of 1296. This is nothing but 1296 whole raised to the power 1 by 3. Now 1296 we have already seen is 36 square. So this is 36 square and whole raised to the power 1 by 3, which is 36 to the power 2 by 3. And the choice D is cube root of 6 whole raised to the power 4. This is nothing but, what is cube root of 6? Cube root of 6 is 6 raised to the power 1 by 3, and this whole is raised to the power 4. So this is equal to 6 to the power 4 by 3. Anyway, the correct choice is the answer, the result of the given expression is 1296, and hence the correct choice is B, that is 1296. Okay, let's do question number 3. Okay, so find the value of, this could look complicated, but you have to understand what does the given expression actually mean. So this is, the expression is definitely is in it is in the exponential form, but we need to understand how, what actually it means. So we have this 3, and then as a power we see 2, and as a power of 2 we see 1, and as a power of 1 we see 0, and as a power of 0 we see minus 1, and this minus 1 is again raised to the power minus 2, and the minus 2 is again raised to the power minus 3. Now if I break it down, step by step, this will be 3. I am trying to break it down from the topmost powers downwards. So this is actually 2, we have 2, 1, and then 0, and then minus 1, and then this minus 2, the power of minus 1 is actually, minus 2 raised to the power minus 3. Minus 2 raised to the power minus 3. Let's try to evaluate step by step. Let's try to evaluate all the powers from the topmost side. Okay, so this is, this becomes 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, the power of minus 1 becomes minus 2 raised to the power, what is minus 2? What is minus 2 raised to the power minus 3? Now any negative power is nothing but, minus 2 raised to the power minus 3 is nothing but 1 by minus 2 raised to the power 3, and this will be equal to 1 by minus 2 raised to the power 3 is minus 8, So the power of minus 1 is minus 8. So I have minus 1. So the power of so minus 1 is raised to the power minus 8. So what is the power of So what is the power of 0? The power of 0 is the number which is minus 1 raised to the power minus 8. Okay. So what is minus 1 raised to the power minus 8? This is equal to, whenever you see a negative power, you take the power of the reciprocal of the base and the power will be positive. That is minus 1 raised to the power minus 8 is 1 by same base minus 1, but this time the power will be positive. That is the laws of exponents applied is x to the power minus x minus n, x to the power minus n, where n is some positive number, it could be integer or rational number. This is equal to 1 by x to the power n. Okay, so what is now 1 by minus 1 to the power 8? Now what is minus 1 to the power 8? Minus 1 to the power 8, the base is negative, but the power is an even integer. The power is an even integer. So it will be 1 by 1, which is equal to 1. So another concept is that any negative number, let's say if you have in an exponential form where the base is some negative number, let's say minus x, where x is a positive number, it could be integer or rational number, but x is positive, so minus x will be negative. When a negative base is raised to some power which is even, let's say in the form twice m. Now this power twice m, it could be negative even or it could be positive even. Irrespective of negative or positive even, if it is even, this will always be x to the power twice m. That is, the whole number will be positive. So that is the reason minus 1, the base is negative, but the power is even 8. So it will be equal to minus 1 raised to the power 8 is equal to 1 raised to the power 8, which is 1. Okay, so minus 1 raised to the power minus 8 is 1. Okay, so now the given expression becomes 3 raised to the power 2. The power of 2 is 1, 0, and the power of 0 now becomes 1. The power of 0 now becomes 1 because the power of 0 was 1 minus 1 raised to the power minus 8, which is 1. So we are having like this. Now the power of 1, the power of the first one, that is this one, is having a power of 0 to the power 1. 0 to the power 1. So now we have to evaluate this part, 0 to the power 1, or rather here, okay, so 0 to the power 1. What is 0 to the power 1? Now 0 to the power 1 is 0, because any number if you raise it to the power 1, any number, x can be any number, it can be it can also including 0. This is always equal to x. Any number raised to the power 1 is always that number. So 0 raised to the power 1 is 0. So this becomes now 3 raised to the power, the power is 2 raised to the power 1, and 1 is raised to the power 0. So now we have to evaluate 1 raised to the power 0. Now what is 1 raised to the power 0? It is 1. Any non-zero number when raised to the power 0, any non-zero number x when raised to the power 0, this is always equal to 1, where we must have x not equals to 0. Any non-zero number when raised to the power 0 is always 1. So this becomes, so 1 to the power 0 becomes 1. So this becomes 3 raised to the power 2 raised to the power, and that power is 2 raised to the power 1. So now we have to evaluate 2 raised to the power 1, which is obviously 2. So we have 3 raised to the power 2, and this is 9. So the answer is 9, and hence the correct choice is C. So whenever you have an expression like this, let's say x, let's say x is raised to the power m, and this m again is raised to the power, let's say, n, and this n is again raised to the power p. If you have this kind of expression, it should be very clear to you that this means actually x is raised to the power some power. And what is that power? That power is m. M is again raised to some power, and what is the power of m? Like this. It is better like this. So the power of m has a power which is n to the power p. N has a power, the power of n is p. The power of n is p, and the power of m is n to the power p, and the power of x is m raised to the power, and that power is n to the power p. Okay, let's do the next problem. Question number 4. Find the value of, okay, the given expression is 256 raised to the power 0.125 plus 625 raised to the power 0.25. Now please remember that in your class, in class 8, you will always the powers will always be a rational number. It can be integers, and it can also be rational numbers, negative or positive. Okay. Now the powers we can see are in the decimal form. We have to first convert them in a rational form. So and also first let's express the powers as a rational number. So we have 256 whole raised to the power 0.25 is 125 divided by 1000. 125 divided by 1000, plus we have 625. This whole raised to the power 0.25 means 25 divided by 100. Okay. Now we can simplify the powers. That is, we can simplify the rational powers. So 125 divided by 1000 is 25. How much is 125 divided by 1000? 25 divides 125 with 5. 25 divides 100 with 40. This is 1 by 8. So 40. So this is 1 by 8 plus 625 raised to the power 25 by 100 is 1 by 4. So now we have the powers 1 by 8 and 1 by 4 as rational numbers. Now we have to express the bases as some powers, so that we can do cancellation of the powers. Now 256 is, I know, 16 square, and we have 1 by 8, plus 625 I know is 25 square, is 1 by 4. Now if I at this stage, you can see, if I the 16 square whole raised to the power 1 by 8, the two powers, that is 2 and 1 by 8, it will not they will get multiplied, but it will not be an integer. 2 multiplied by 1 by 8 is 1 by 4. Since you can see all the choices, the values are integers, so definitely this expression, both the two exponential terms, has to be some integer. So we have to appropriately convert the base to some power, so that the two powers, the outside powers and the inner powers, will get simplified to some integer power. Because as of now 2 multiplied by 1 by 8 is 1 by 4, still the power is not integer, it is rational. I have to make the power integer so that the whole these two terms will become integer, because any integer raised to the power integer will always be some natural number or integer. Similarly, the 25 square, it is raised to the power 1 by 4. So 2 multiplied by 1 by 4 is half. It is not an integer. Okay. So what will I do? I will further break down the 16 squares as in an exponential form with a smaller base. The smaller base. So let's say if I do, let's convert at this stage. You should be. I think it's better we convert the 16 square as in an exponential form with base 2, and 25 square, of course, in an exponential form with base 5. Okay, so 16 square. Now what is 16? In the exponential form with base 2, it is 2 to the power 4. So I have 2 to the power 4, and also I have 2 to the power 16 square. 16 is 2 to the power 4. So this square, and then again I have 1 by 8 plus 25 square. 25 is 5 square, and I have 25 square. So 5 square raised to the power 2, and this whole raised to the power 4. Raised to the power 4. Okay. So now you can see that 2 to the power 4 raised to the power 2 is nothing but 2 to the power 8. And I have this. Similarly, 5 square raised to the power 2 is nothing but 5 to the power 4. So now I can see that the powers will get multiplied to give an integer. 2 to the power 8, this whole raised to the power 1 by 8 is 2 to the power 8 multiplied by 1 by 8 plus 5 raised to the 5 to the power 4 whole raised to the power 1 by 4 is 5 raised to the power 4 multiplied by 1 by 4. So this is equal to 2 to the power 1 plus 5 to the power 1, which is equal to 7. 7. So the result, so the correct choice is B. The correct choice is B. Okay. Let's see the last problem. Question number 5. Evaluate, we have to evaluate the given expression is square root of 1 by 16 plus 0.09 raised to the power minus half minus 64 raised to the power 5 by 6 by 6 and multiplied by 7 to the power 0. Okay. So please evaluate the given expression applying the laws of exponents step by step. Please be very careful in applying the laws of exponents, that is adding the powers or multiplying the powers. Those are the areas where you could make a calculation mistake. Okay. So square root of 1 by 16, I can write it as square root of 1 divided by square root of 16. That is applying the laws, the formula of the square root, that square root of x by y is equal to square root of x divided by square root of y. Square root of y. Plus we have 0.09. Okay. Now 0.09, first of all 0.09, 0.09. Okay. Now we have the power is half, minus half, the power is minus half. So let's get rid of the negative powers. So this will be 1 by 0.09 to the power half. That is applying the concept that x to the power minus n, if we have a negative power, then it is equal to take the reciprocal of the base, and then this will be equal to the nth power of the reciprocal of the base, that is 1 by x to the power n or 1 by x to the power n. So 0.09 whole raised to the power minus half will be equal to 1 by 0.09 whole raised to the power half, minus we have 64 raised to the power 5 by 6. So definitely I have to convert 64 in some exponential form, so that the power when multiplied by 5 by 6 will give some integer. Now let's convert 64 in the exponential form with base 2. Now 64 is 4 cube. 64 is 4 cube. Okay, let's do it step by step. 4 cube, and I have this whole raised to the power 5 by 6. Now what is 7 raised to the power 0? This is 1. Any number, non-zero number, when raised to the power 0 is always equal to 1, where x is not equals to 0. Okay, so these are the concepts that I am applying. Okay, so this becomes the square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 16 is 4, plus 1 by, now half means power of half means square root. So I have, this is square root of 0.09. Now it should be very clear that you can easily find the square root of, you should be very familiar in finding the square root of decimals. As you can see, it is 0.09. 9 is 9 square root of 9 is 3, and also the decimal 0.09, if you convert it into fraction, it will be 9 by 100, and the 100 is also a perfect square. So the decimal 0.09 can be easily converted, the square root of 0.09 can be easily converted into a rational number. Okay, and then we have minus 4 cube whole raised to the power 5 by 6. Now I can see that the power 3 and the power 5 by 6, when they are multiplied, it is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 is not an integer, so I have to break down 4 in exponential form, and so this will be 4 is nothing but 2 square. So 2 square and cube and this whole raised to the power 5 by 6. 5 by 6, and we have multiplied by 1, which is not necessary. Okay, so this is now 1 by 4 plus 1 by square root of 0.09. So we have to find the square root of 0.09. I will express 0.09, the decimal 0.09 in the rational form, which is 9 by 100, and I have minus, now 2 square, that whole raised to the power 3 is 2 to the power 6. So we have 2 to the power 6 and this whole raised to the power 5 by 6. Now I can see the power 6 multiplied by the power 5 by 6, it will give 5, which is an integer. Okay, so this is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by square root of 9. We can see the square root of 9 by 100. So 9 by 100 is a rational number where both the numerator and the denominator, that is 9 and 100, they are both perfect squares. Okay, so I will write it as square root of 9 by 100 is square root of 9 divided by square root of 100. That is applying the concept square root of x by y is equal to square root of x divided by square root of y, and we have minus 2 to the power 6 multiplied by 5 by 6. So this is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by square root of 9 divided, so this becomes 1 by, what is square root of 9? Square root of 9 is 3, and what is square root of 100? It is 10. We have now 2 raised to the power, this becomes 1. 6 multiplied by 5 by 6 is 5, sorry, 5. Okay, so this is 1 by 4. Now 1 by 3 by 10 is nothing but 10 by 3, and we have 2 to the power 5. What is 2 to the power 5? 2 to the power 5 is 2 to the power 4 is 16. 16 multiplied by 2 is 32. 2 to the power 5 is 32. So now we have to do, we have simplified the given expression as a sum and addition of some rational numbers. So the LCM will be 12. This will be 3 plus 40 minus 32 into 12. This is 43 minus 32 into 12 is 64. 32, 4, 8, 384. So we have 384 divided by 12, which is equal to minus 341 by 12. Minus 341 by 12 is the result of the simplified value, and hence the correct choice is B. So this brings to an end in solving 5 good problems on simplifying exponential expression. I will come up with more sets of 5 good problems on simplifying exponents, and also parallelly I am also doing 5 good problems on exponential equation, and also I will start few other important topics from the chapter of exponents in this playlist, that is Maths 8 Hot, like comparing exponents and word problem with exponents, and some other so they will be under different title, like this one is under the title simplifying exponents, and I have another title which is exponential equation. So the future titles will be comparing exponents and word problems in exponents. So all these variants of problems from the chapter of exponents I will do as 5 good problems. So if this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Please stay tuned for more of this kind of 5 good problems from the chapter of exponents. I will end the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.